What's up, YouTube? Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or wherever you're located. It's morning in my area in the US. Yep. There's my Emerson Weather Radio. I put a little tinfoil on it, if you did not notice in my OWT. My version 5. But I didn't hear it go off.
Nebraska.
I didn't hear it go off when it... I mean, that was too fast, but it actually did not sound the lip tone. I guess, because it automatically timed out, or I was too slow, or it was too slow to silence it, and silence itself, which, this is interesting. I like my version 5. I do like this version 5, actually, even though version 5 is garbage. This one seems like it's lasting for a while. It's like lasting longer than I expected to last. And there has been some close calls with it. And it seemed like that was right back there. It still works. And it took one rattles a little, but that's a new thing actually. So that's part of the reason why I have out of service, permanently retired. And another reason is it failed to go off. So I don't want to really want a radio with me. If there's something eternally wrong with it. I think there is eternally wrong. I tried resetting it. I don't know if it'll actually fail or not. There's my killer carbon monoxide alarm. It's one of the model numbers. I never mentioned the model number to this. Hold on, looking for the model number. It's a long model number. See? It's CNCOPPBLPM. That's the full model number, but I'll call it CNCO. I'll call it CNCO. That's my abbreviation. Because it's so long of a model number. That's ridiculous, kiddo. And his name is Fan 14. The name's expired. Yeah. Yeah, fun fact, book. Carbon monoxide alarms expire the same time as smoke detectors. Every time you use it, we put carbon monoxide alarms in smoke detectors. So check that out. And I can sound it because it's literally actually 557, but still. Maybe 558 actually, because this one kind of falls my iPad a little.
The dew point 59 and the relative humidity 90%.
This does help actually, the tinfoil. It makes the signal actually a little better, but I might tape the tinfoil on. I might try to fix it up a little.
At Lincoln, 65.
I found this at Forever 5th. There also was a Sony weather radio, and I believe there was a third weather radio, but it could have been a GE, but it was not this GE. It was actually an instant weather. They're both were instant weather. This is instant weather. It's not gonna go off like if you have a alert tone or anything. It's boring. It's boring, I will tell you. This is instant weather, but however, I would consider this weather alert. Gee, not instant weather. Because it has an alert tone on it, and it's pretty nice sounding. It's weather alert. This is actually pretty boring, but it's pretty cool actually. But it's still pretty cool weather radio. I like the design. It's definitely 90s. It's made in the 90s, according to Google AI. I did a quick Google image search, and yeah, it says it's made in the 90s. I'd say yeah, it looks like it's made in the 90s. Has a style of the 90s. Yeah, Forever 5th is a pretty cool thrift store. It was formerly a skating rink that my mom, my aunt, and probably my uncle went to. My aunt and my uncle are twins. My mom is the oldest. Sorry, Mom, if I had to say that. She's the oldest out of 3. And my grandma knows about the place. And she's been there with me. I've been there with her. I've been there with me. Maybe I might take my uncle down there someday. But he probably doesn't want to go down there. My Uncle David probably doesn't want to do it. That's his name. And I have an aunt named Janelle. And then a mom, I'm not going to mention her name for personal reasons, for privacy purposes. But I got her mom. My dad's right there. I call her mommy, by the way. Don't laugh at me. I still call my mom and dad mommy and daddy because I just weird like that. I'm weird, okay? Just don't criticize me, guys. I call my parents that. Mommy and daddy, because I am just, it's a habit, okay? Some people still do that. Even I know somebody that calls literally, I know like a 50-year-old woman that or older. That's actually a family member, coincidentally. That still calls the parents mommy and daddy. I think even my uncle still calls my grandma and grandpa mommy and daddy. But don't criticize me, okay? And people that do that. I'm like that. I'm weird like that, okay? Just say I'm weird. You can say I'm weird, but don't criticize me. That's my dad right there. He's pretty cool. He is in the military. Don't worry, we don't move. He only moved once, actually, I'll tell you the truth. He had been active duty back in the day and during COVID, but he was in St. Louis for a year because of COVID. And then he went to, believe it or not, Bahrain. There's a country called Bahrain. It's pretty cool. It's like a desert. He was there for a whole year when I was very little. Yeah, at my old house in Omaha. I used to live in Omaha, now I live in Papillion. This house is way nicer than the old house. The old house was small and old. That's how we moved. It was small and old. This house is pretty nice. And I got my own bedroom. I did not need to share a bedroom with my sister. So, one of my sisters, my second sister, my third sister. My first sister was sleeping with her. She slept in my mom's room, but eventually we probably have everyone sleep together. Yeah, I imagine these warriors in a room for 3 of us going off, going beep 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 beep. Yeah, I do all the noises the best I can. Beeping, buzzing, me alert, texting me. Imagine that was there, but because I'm in my own room in this disaster. That fell yesterday. But though it's okay. No damage that I know of. And a TV, a little freaking TV in my room, but Lucille, my sister, sorry for mentioning her name. Alright, my sister, that's not my sister, this is my sister Scarlett, had Lucille's the TV in her room, like, sorry Lucille if I mention your name. But my youngest sister wants a TV in her room, and we didn't have a TV available for my aunt. Not the aunt that passed away, a different aunt that lived in the best city, because they're right across the street from my older aunt's house. Well, her husband, my uncle, he's still alive, and fun fact, he was in Vietnam. Yeah, he was in Vietnam. It's very cool. He's still alive up to this day, doing okay, I say. He's not doing it's just over time, he's getting old. And then my cousin lives there with them. She's older. She lives with them is because of personal stuff, but nothing's wrong with her living with her. And then her brother was named after my other uncle. Was named after the same uncle that had the aunt that passed away. Right? His name is, so I'll tell you the name of my uncle. His name is Pat. Uncle Pat Sr. And there's Pat Jr. Pat Jr. is his son. And then Aunt Marcia's my aunt that passed away. And then Aunt Kathy's the one that gave the TV to the family. It belonged to us at first, fun fact. And then we got it back because of some childhood cable agreement had decided to stop the discount. Fake AT&T, but we have telephones that are made by that company. If I heard it yesterday in the other TV, considering when the buzzer went off, when the Mercy Alert System buzzer went off, I'm sorry for that, guys. Like, really, that was so coincidental too. It was so funny. I think it was kind of funny, but that's nothing annoying. But at least I like the one ways went off. At least it was a successful weekly test. If we didn't have W300 on during the weekly test, then we might have failed you. But I wanted this one to always go for one alert for me before it dies, if it ever dies. And it did. And I appreciate it, even though I think it's not for a couple of alerts. So if you find to watch this as first alert, and then the second alert, that's if you find the morning, but there was other alerts too. Also, I did turn on the weather radio. But it comes to the end of the most alert for the severe fast the morning, and it scared me a little. Give me a little jump scare. I didn't expect that. Not on voice. I should disable that.
Okay, which is not.
Yeah, imagine that was on. This by the way is a very nice weather radio. See like this weather right next to it. And definitely this weather radio. You know this is a version 5100. To me, I feel like it's kind of special to me. Like, got from Columbus, Nebraska. Like, I found it in Columbus, Nebraska first, still a Goodwills, to be exact. In Columbus, Nebraska. Also, I found a WF-30 at Grand Island Goodwills a couple years ago. Or a year ago. Or a few years ago. I don't know how many years it was, but it's right there with the Midland sticker. The Midland sticker was the WF-30. It came to 4210. Yeah, behind that WF-30 sticker, you can remove it. The WF-30 sticker, if you can, it's a 4210. It's really a 4210. It's pretty cool what it is. It's still weird. It sounds like a Recon / Radio Shack / older Radio Shack I talked about. What other radios have the same alerts on? I think there's some other weather radio company. I think there's, this Captain CL 100 had one weather radio that had the same alert tone as that. I could be wrong. The WF-30. Like the Recon WF-30. But it sounds mainly like a Radio Shack to me. And I feel like it's ripping off Radio Shack at one point. Because every Radio Shack and then we're trying to rip each other off. Or maybe Radio Shack and Midland teamed up secretly. Who knows? And there's my GE weather radio doing well. And you saw it go off yesterday with the flashing light, which I never knew you could. I never ever noticed that. I never noticed it. I've never seen it before on camera or in person doing that. I never pay attention, I guess. I guess it's too quick when it flashes its light. But it's pretty cool weather radio. This weather radio is probably my favorite weather radio. One of my favorite weather radios in my collection. It's actually the WL100. Yeah, I say the version 5 is still my favorite. It replaces the version 2. So what happens to the version 2 if you want it? I just gave it to my grandma as a birthday gift because she needs a weather radio. And she has it in her basement. And I can figure it out with her. And I have to work something on it. So it's hers. Forever and ever. Unless I didn't give up my W120, then that'd be sad. I'll be crying if I can't wait to W120. Just kidding, I'm crying. If it's a birthday gift, it's okay to give it to a birthday gift. But if it dies, I'll probably be in tears, a little bit of tears, because it's nostalgic, that particular W120 that you saw with the claw sticker with one duct tape on it. With a duct tape one. Because I have some duct tape one, so it's an indication, so I don't have. I think you indicate by the backlight. The backlight's pretty dim on it. But that one makes it so I know it's the weather radio. That particular weather radio is the WL120. Doesn't matter what power adapter it uses. It can even use an EZ. It even can use a Radio Shack adapter. EZ's Radio Shack, WL120 EZ DSP, W120 adapter, or the ones that had the Midland, like just like about this type of adapter right here. Or Radio Shack, or generic, will work. Radio Shack is that type of adapter that I just mentioned. That's 609, X Pi 7 coming back, so I don't know if I would wanted to, but I'm fine with that. But really guys, my favorite radio of all is probably the W120. I know it's my first weather, but I still like it. My second favorite, I would say Radio Shack products. Any Radio Shack weather / realistic weathers are cool. Yeah, Radio Shack and Realistic got teamed up, but Realistic is a secret company of Radio Shack. Third, believe it or not, is Recom. Fourth, no, that's my first favorite company. Fourth, I would say GE now made it into the top 5 finally. GE because they make cool weather radios. Fifth, Emerson because Emerson's has some kind of interesting weather radios. Top 10 I'll tell you. Six, the company that makes the CL100, it's got Syngene or something like that. 7, fifth, Eaton. 8th, is J-Win, which I have it downstairs. 9th is actually Craftman. Yeah, believe it or not, Craftman makes weather radios. And 10th, I'm just trying to think of a good weather radio so I'd make it to the top 10. Accurate 10. Let's just say Accurate because I like Accurate, but it all changes. But anyways, my top 3 favorite weather radios in general: the W120, the Radio 12991, and the Accurate weather radio that I don't remember the model to. Yeah, that's top 3. Top 5, the same as top 3. The first 3 are the same, but other than there is a W100, any WL100, where that's version 1 through 4, and then number 5, believe it or not, is version 1 through 5, older 5s, and 6 is included, and 6, that's a typical 6, there's such thing as version 6, and then number 5 is also the new W100 version 5 I like. The Black Seals are their own category, except for Black Seals, they're their own category. They're actually on number 6, believe it or not. Not because I don't like them. They're on their own category. Actually, they're on the different weather radio list, the rarest weather radios. My dream weather radio is the WX100. Using is actually the dream weather radio, but these are my favorite ones I have. The top 10 brands I have that I like, but however, I do have Using at one point, but it's not in service, so I'm not counting it. That's actually number 5 on the list, believe it or not. Yeah, we Using's number 5 on the list, like, if it was in service. Because of the WX100s. WX100s are pretty cool weather radios. I really want one so badly, guys. I might purchase one off eBay. You know, I feel like it might be a scam. I want one. They're cool. They're the coolest warning tone ever. They have cool tones. They're pretty cool weather radios in general. They're like probably one of the best weather radios out there. Other than the W120. But that weather radio just has a boring warning tone. Watch tone's interesting. I think its watch tone's kind of interesting. And its advisory tone's okay. It's kind of boring too. But the warning tone's pretty boring and basic. Sorry, W120. I don't mean to insult you. Warning tone, but that's my opinion. It's like W100s and W300s. Radio Shacks, those are actually the second coolest ones. Because sometimes they do team up with you then and make some random noises. Third coolest one, Realistic, yeah. Realistic and Radio Shack are going to separate for alert tones. Realistic, so like particularly the ones that are these types of weather or those ones that sound like sirens. They're pretty cool. Like the even Midland had those at one point. Like the 80s weather radios or 70s weather radios, you might even consider them. They go like this. I wish I could sound this one, but I'll plug it in. How about that? I have a available adapter finally. Made a lot of mess in here. This room is destroyed. is what it sounds like. I'll muffle it for you guys.
This is Miller All Hazards radio station, H61 in Omaha.
Sorry. That's what I mean. But it's cool, look, tone. Ugh. Come on out. Don't want to fry myself though. Don't want to shock myself or fry myself. That's what it sounds like. That's what I mean by. That's cool to me. Man, this video is long, but I like it. How long it is. It's only 6:16. That's what that one sounds like. Pretty basic. But WX100 would have been cool to have in my collection. Even Yuden or Bearcat, it's pretty cool. There's even a Yuden vibrator that does sound like, does have a siren. But the siren is, well, it does like this one, but they advanced the siren. It starts out sounding like a cow, like the pitch, like the low part, and then it goes higher and higher. And then you can kind of hear the WX100, the bit of WX100 in it, tiny bit of it, like goes. Very cool sounding. I like that one. I want that in build someday. It's my second dream weather radio. Third, used to be a WR100 version 201, but since I have one in the family now it's the family weather radio. But once my grandma passes away or something happens to my grandpa, or once my grandma and grandpa pass away, I'm going to do that weather radio is have it back with me. And yes, I would clean it up. Don't use rubbing alcohol on them, but I do miss it already. Like, I didn't miss that version too already, but I can visit it. I like grandma's. But my least favorite weather radio is Magoboxes. Any Magobox companies are just trash. Even the Instant ones I say are not the greatest either. They're probably too generic to me. Built to Magobox, you guys make worse weather radios, but not you, Emerson. Emerson, this is not built in. Magobox, this is Emerson. You make the worst weather radios out there with the low tones. They sound nasty. Unless there's a secret weather radio I don't know of, like teamed up with Realistic and Radio Shack, Magobox.
Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, skies range from mostly cloudy to cloudy. It was 62 at Lincoln, 64 at Offutt Air Force Base, 62 at Miller, 60 at Fremont, and 61 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 60. Tekema reported 60. Nebraska City reported 63. Plattsmouth reported 63.
I'm getting the video here. Anyways, that's it.